Hello guys, how's it going? Toofty here, and today we have another map walkthrough for you. We're looking at Upward. It's a beautiful map, it's one of my favourites. So yeah, we're on a fence, as usual. I've chosen a nice challenging game, one that went quite well, and yeah, I'll talk a little bit about what I'm thinking as I'm playing, the strategies I'm using, and stuff like that. So let's jump in and take a look. It's not the best start of my life, I'm not going to lie. I got immediately mulched by a crit, but it's fine. Never give up, yeah? Never give up, guys. I vary what I do at the beginning here. Sometimes I come out that right exit kind of further forward, but sometimes I just charge out the middle. Sometimes I'm more aggressive, it depends kind of on who's around. In this case, it seems pretty clear, so I'm going to go a little bit further forward. It is a full server, so I don't know why that is, but I'm basically going to try and... My first priority is to look at this sentry gun nest down here. There's pretty much always one, and in this case there was one, and luckily I'm able to take it out fairly easily. This guy seems to be using the rocket jumper. I don't know if he's aware. I like to think he's just trolling, but he's definitely trying to kill me with a rocket jumper, and there I get completely destroyed. But yeah, I think we're doing alright, so I'm gonna, as I come out of spawn here, I'm gonna do a sticky jump up to this bit of health here. You'll see me do that a lot in this episode. It was a bit freaky there. I landed on a heavy, and he was right in my face. So I spazzed out, but luckily I think I got some damage onto him, yeah, with my sticky bomb. Just about managed to survive, and now I just need to get some health off the cart. But yeah, it's very empty around here. I assure you it does get busier later on. You know, let's take advantage of this and push a little bit further forward. Hitting guys parachuting is the hardest thing in TF2, I swear. I just cannot get to grips with it. But luckily, it's the guy using the rocket jumper and isn't really a threat. But this pyro, on the other hand, I just seem to miss all my shots with him. I did a terrible job. As I'm rolling out now, you'll see me do this a lot. I do a little sticky jump to roughly around here. Sometimes I do a second jump there. I didn't that time. I scuffed it up a bit. And then I do a third jump round to this ledge here. This is beautiful. You get some great angles in here. If they're trying to hold in here, you can really catch them off guard. And often they're holding at the top as well, and you can do the same with that. So I put some pressure on them, but unfortunately I get flanked by the second heavy, which is no good. For some reason there's a scout roaming about really far forward, and suddenly here they all are. I don't know where they were a minute ago. I was trying to keep my eye on that soldier to the left while putting some pressure onto the down into the tunnel, but unfortunately he was a pretty good shot. Seems to be a lot of guys in there, so I think what I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to flank round. This guy keeps freaking me out every time. It's a good distraction, I swear. Like, oh my god, there's a soldier, but nope. He's a harmless, bouncy, soft soldier of love, apparently. I don't know where everyone's gone now. If they were still in there, I would have taken them out, but they're not. So just helping out that medic with that. This is the route I normally go around this far right. It's so useful for anything you come across, basically. They are held quite far forward, so I'm just going to use the arc of the sticky and take cover behind these rocks. You see the heavy on the left there. I'm able to finish him off. He doesn't know where I am. And then I'm able to continue to put a lot of pressure onto that sentry nest that was about to be built. So that's cool. Now, most of my team seem to have the high ground, I think, although there is a spy doing a good job of taking my team out. Again, doing the same jump here. Now, I noticed in the corner of my eye that pyro, so he's dominating me. I basically thought he's going to follow me down here. I'm going to set up a trap. I'm not going to take any risks here. I'm going to sit here and be patient. And he didn't come. Some other bloke he came, but you know, it's a kill. A kill is a kill. A kill is a kill. So I think I saw some heads poking around here. So let's take the same route. Yeah, they're trying to set up a base again in the same spot, so that should be fairly simple to take out. Putting out a lot of spam just to try and push the entire team back with damage. Now, just at that moment, I noticed the sniper in the corner of my eye there, so I tried to do some dodging and diving. Apparently, it wasn't the sniper I needed to be worried about. Let's roll back out. Exactly the same way as before. I took it a little bit more easy this time. Again, going down this route here, and I find myself literally on top of a medic and heavy, so I should be able to take them out quite easily using the stairs as cover. Obviously, when you're dealing with heavies, just keep something in between you and them. And then, unfortunately, a soldier comes and ruins my life. Not much I could do about that one, unfortunately. He really just appeared out of nowhere. But yeah, the same rollout again, and I should be back in the front lines fairly quickly. Okay, so let's go up this corridor. We seem to be pushing a little bit further forward. I wasn't sure if that was the rocket jumper guy or not. No, it was a real rocket launcher. Put a really nice pipe onto that guy there in the distance. Sometimes it looks like I'm aimlessly shooting, but there was some method to that madness, and I was pretty chuffed with that shot. So yeah, just grabbing some health, getting back to the cart. These guys are distracted, so I'm able to put some damage out onto them before they really notice what's going on. Little bonus health pack there, so I'll have that. Got a beautiful crit on that sniper, that was very lucky. Once we're at this kind of position in the map, I really love to get this high ground here. There's a nice health pack up here. Figured I was being followed by that pyro. They always tend to follow you up there, so getting a trap down, ready for that. And then it's all a bit chaotic at the moment. Killed that other pyro. Thought I could just about get a pan onto that guy, but unfortunately I was like a fraction of a second too late there. But you know, it feels like we're doing good. We've got only a minute and a bit left, but I have faith. I believe, guys. I believe. Feeling brave, so I'm going to do another sticky jump there. I put some damage out onto that sniper, but you saw me turn around and put a sticky down behind me. That was because I was very paranoid of people following me up here, so I wanted to make sure that was down so I could fend people off before I put the second bit of damage out into the sniper using a pipe, so I was able to take him out. And then I was going to follow back up. Now I feel like I'm safe. Get some pipes over into that corner. There's often a nest there. What I tend to do here is aim for the sentry gun, aim for the buildings because you know they're not going to move, so you can get that splash damage out onto the rest of the guys. That being said, there's so many of them, you almost can't miss in this situation. Able to get one more health pack there and then jump down here. Again, I seem to land on this medic and pocket heavy. Luckily they don't notice me on time, so I'm able to finish them off, put out some more damage into that corner, and then, well, for starters we capped, which is awesome. I also I often put a sticky down right at my feet and then sort of move around the cart, so as the, you know, pyro or what have you follows me around, I can very easily, well, they tend to follow you quite predictably and you can take them out. Again, stopping that NG build up a base before he has a chance. I know they're all going to probably retreat at this point, so I'm kind of aiming stickies behind them. There's a lot going on here. I'm trying to keep up the best I can. But yeah, we managed to fend those guys off with a lot of pressure. And now we've kind of cleared up and we can push around this corner. We've all got a bit of a breather finally. That guy's looked very suspiciously like a spy, but he wasn't. So let's carry on. I got a buff here, so I'm going to do a little bit of a sticky jump forward and see what's going on. Turns out there's not much going on. So unfortunately I completely screw up trying to kill that medic. So let's go back round to the health pack. That one down there is really useful. There are certain health packs around the map that are just really good to be aware of at all times, and that's one of them. This is a really good little opening. You tend to see this a lot. I always tend to basically try and flank the enemy, because if you've got a pocket like that, getting the drop onto them makes all the difference. So yeah, managed to take out one of them, put a load of damage out onto the other, going back to the cart to kind of get healed up. Notice that sneaky little soldier there, trying to get some damage out to him too. And then the pocket, I just noticed are coming down this bottom route, which is a bit weird. Again, I'll just pause it here just for a second. Normally what happens, the medic tries to stick with their pocket. So first thing I did is I put a sticky down in between the heavy and the pocket, figuring he will run towards the heavy, but he didn't. He was smart enough to go, okay, screw this, I'm going the other way. I also thought the actual heavy himself would probably retreat because there's a lot of blue people up here, but he didn't. He braved it and charged straight forward, so I just switched over to the pipes. Yeah, moving on. Find this medic. Got a pipe onto him, and then I thought I'd wait for a second just to make sure I get that second pipe onto him. I waited for him to be on the stairs when I knew with some confidence where he was going to be going. And here we are back at the flank. Here's a guy who's dominating me. Notice that I waited a second for him to actually walk onto it. And also noticed there that as I was pushing those guys with a lot of damage, I was aiming to their left because I figured that's the way they would retreat. And that's what happened. They did retreat that way and they ran straight over my stickies and I was able to take them out. So again, a lot was going on there, and unfortunately a sniper took me out at the end. I had no idea who was there, but he just got a nice headshot on me. So yeah, heading back to the cart. There isn't a great rollout here. That spy I figured would go that way after I got that first sticky onto him, so I was able to finish him off. And again, putting a lot of damage out onto that choke. That's what you're there for as a Demoman, putting loads of pressure on chokes, and I'm able to finish off that scout. Once you've taken control of this corner, it's really worth just pushing a little bit further forward and getting some stickies down kind of around that corner there, just to make sure they don't try and, you know, do anything too fancy and come back and hold. At this part of the map, I will always go onto these top battlements area. This is essential for taking this last point, having the high ground, being able to use these little windows to basically take care of any sentry nests. Fortunately for us, there doesn't seem to be any, and for some reason we seem to be pushing them really well now. So I'm going to actually follow that momentum forward, put some sticky traps down on that door, and then I can focus on this door to the left. Obviously there's a door below, but you know, I can't take care of all the doors, so I'm just going to focus on these two. replenishing that trap slightly, and I know I can just sort of focus on that left door there. Now I thought perhaps whilst I'm doing that, maybe someone on my team would push the cart, but they didn't seem to be doing that, so I'm going to head back and do that myself. Grab that health pack and basically try and do some sticky sniping onto those guys as they leave spawn and just sort of crouch behind the cart, and there we have it. But yeah, that game was a lot of fun. Looks like we had a really good spy on our team. It's nice to have a game which, you know, is full to the very end. It's challenging. Both teams are doing a good job. They're the best kind of games, and I hope you enjoyed. More episodes to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.